Everybody, Brett back with another edition of Near Mint Musings, and this is my second episode of my series where I take a look at beautiful cards in my collection and try to explain to you why I think they're beautiful. Now, in my first episode a few weeks ago, I highlighted the 1934 to 36 Diamond Stars and how beautiful they are, and compared it to a modern version of a comparative set, that being the 2020 Topps Gallery Modern Artists. So check that out if you haven't yet. So for my next installment, I wanted to highlight two pivotal legendary figures, not just in collecting, but in baseball, that being Jackie Robinson and Roberto Clemente. So what I'm going to do is showcase two cards, both of which I know for one for sure you've seen on a recent video where I talked about finding a great card in a low grade that represents well, and another legendary card that I am always keen to show when I can, because it is quite literally one of my favorite cards in existence. And I'm going to show their modern counterparts. Now, I'm not always going to do the vintage and then the modern counterpart or example, but it just kind of seems to be where my headspace is right now. But this is going to be more specific to a vintage card and their exact replica with a modern twist. Enough talking about it. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you why these two cards of these two amazing players are beautiful in my eyes. All right, so here we have the 1957 Topps Roberto Clemente in a good 2 with a mark qualifier. On a recent video, I went into some of my cards that I have a mark qualifier and how I'm okay with that because it doesn't take away from the beauty of the front of the card. If you can find a mark that is as disguised as this one, this mark is a indent of the number 24. You can see that up there. It also has a little stainage right here, maybe from gum or wax, not sure what that is, but it's very minimal. Little crease right there. But the overall aesthetic of the front of the card is just gorgeous. It's almost perfectly centered, which is crazy for 57. So there is a beautiful card of Roberto Clemente. And here is his modern counterpart of the same card, a 1998 Finest Refractor. Now you're going to notice some of the discoloration in his face that really shows up because of the slab pressed up against this refractor, which is unfortunate. But it does not, in my opinion, take away from the inherent beauty of the refractor shine and just the aesthetic that comes with this card, as it is a beautiful representation of the 1957 Topps Roberto Clemente. I love this card. I love the almost like diamond snakeskin vibe behind it. This is from 1998 Finest Refractor. So when you put those two together, I think that is a beautiful combo, and these are both beautiful in my eyes for their modern and vintage vibes, obviously. But I think it's a great, find a player you like, find a legend, and you should be able to find a modern take on his vintage card. I have some Harmon Killebrew 1955 rookies of the refractor, gold refractors that are an homage to his rookie card from 1955. I also have Rod Carew's rookie gold cup and a couple others, but there's a good bet. Many of you know, as Topps comes out with sets every year, they pay homage to the greats with their
with refractors that emulate their vintage cards. So there we have the 57 Roberto Clemente. Next is a card that I will always be proud and happy to show in any instance, for any video, at any time. I am beyond blessed to have this, and am happy to show my copy of a 1953 Jackie Robinson #1, again in a PSA 2. I think this is a fantastic example. It's pretty well centered. It's got soft corners, which I like. As you know, I will take centering and good registration over corners any day. Shows up on the black at the bottom, obviously, but do not mind that at all. Topps #1. So anytime you have a #1 from this old of a set, you know the propensity of using rubber bands to keep your cards together. So when you have one in this good of a quality represented, it's just beautiful. I just love the artwork. Not all 53 Topps are fantastic. Some of the artwork it's a little wonky from player to player. But overall, I love the aesthetic of the diamond-shaped logo with the black, with the name, position, the team. I just love the layout of this, and I know this has been mimicked through Topps throughout the years. Living Set being a very famous ongoing set that uses this set as its guideline. But this is just, in my opinion, one of the finest, best, and most beautiful vintage cards in existence. My favorite, Jackie Robinson. I mean, obviously I would love to have his rookie. I have his 55. Those are the only two that I have, actually. So, really happy to have this. So, a recent pickup of mine, I'm sure you know where this is going, is a modern representation of this card. And this is his 2013 Topps Factory Chrome Reprint Gold Refractor. Good grief, I'm surprised they're able to fit this on the label, but they did. So look at this. I am a huge fan of gold refractors, so when I saw this in a PSA 9, didn't see these slabbed very often. I was actually able to pick this up for the price that I've seen them raw. Not numbered. Often gold refractors of Topps are. I'm pretty much any gold refractor these days for Topps is going to be numbered to 50. But this was from the factory sets. Jackie Robinson Chrome Reprint Refractor Gold. I mean, just look at the amazing detail and the shine, and just the great representation of this fantastic card in a modern version. So I would definitely, I think it behooves you to find your player or a player and look for his modern, it's a fun rabbit hole on eBay, not gonna lie. Just type in, I don't know, reprint refractor and put in a player that you like. Again, I have some Harmon Killebrews, some Rod Carews that I have as well that just really speak to me. But I wanted to highlight and showcase these two players specifically because the cards that are represented here, let me see if I can get all four of them together for a group photo, are just beautiful, fantastic, and really are beautiful in my eyes. All right. So tell me what you think. Do you like the modern versions of these cards? I think they're a great addition to a vintage collection, and they're a lot of fun, and I'm blessed to have these cards. So there you go. As I continue on this series, I'll be showing some more vintage, some more modern, sometimes together, and ultimately want to just highlight why these cards are beautiful in my eyes. So thanks again for watching, everyone. Have a blessed one. Thanks.